What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Filling in the Blanks. I am the internet's Mark Medina. To my right, making his triumphant return, is Alec, the Machine Barnett. Okay.
Sorry, I was rebooting.
You missed last week, bro.
I missed like the last 2 weeks, haven't I?
No, just one.
No. I missed last week.
I asked them, and now I'll ask you. Do you miss podcasting?
Oh yeah, a lot actually.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad we're all back.
The closet was dark and cold. You kept me in there with my power on.
Across from me, Miggy D. What's up, bro?
What up?
Nothing.
Me neither.
Okay, go home.
All right.
And to my left is His Holiness, the Reverend Alex Larson.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right.
Doing good?
I'm tired.
I'm half awake.
You're going to have to get closer.
So,
There's no comfort in
Let's
podcasting.
get nice and close. I know. I actually was going to lay
He's
on
going
him.
to fall asleep on my shoulder now.
Oh
Thank
God,
you,
it's
Laura.
so comfy.
I know, I've been told.
So let's start with what's everybody been playing? We're playing some video games?
Yeah.
Here and there.
I've been playing, to be honest, just mostly League. Like, I haven't had the real focus to play a game. So just logging on and playing shit games.
Oh, us too. We've been playing Final Fantasy.
Wait, so
You're calling it a shit
you
game?
guys have been all been playing Final Fantasy Online?
Yeah, we're playing Final... That's the only game I'm currently playing right now is Final Fantasy 14
Yeah,
online.
did you get the invite?
No, I was just saying, I have a game.
We didn't send you
Thanks,
one.
assholes.
I didn't think you'd play it. It's a paid subscription MMO.
If I have people to play with, I'll play games.
Yeah, there's like...
We've
there's
just
like,
all started to like. It was like mold. It just
It was
slowly
a really
rolled
weird thing.
through.
Like, I heard like some music from a show, and I was like, that reminded me of Final Fantasy 14. I think I want to start playing it again. And so then I got this other guy from work to start playing it.
Who?
And then Abel.
Oh, you got able to play?
Well, he's like the original. He played it before I played it.
Really?
He was
Yeah.
trying to get me on for like the longest time. I was like, hey, Miguel, you should play this with me. I'm like, I'd rather play with myself than play with you.
Wow.
So,
It was more fun
me and
and
him
more
started
fun
playing it, and then all of a sudden, like, a bunch of those guys, Alex and his
Everybody at
friends were, like,
records. is
So we're gonna
playing
start playing. I'm gonna get a subscription. Yay!
I've only got 4 days left on mine, so.
goodbye $15. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot more fun than the first time I tried playing it. This is my second time playing it. It's a lot better than somebody else, like Pro Jared, like all of a sudden he's like, I'm bored right now. I just re-upped my Final Fantasy 14 subscription. So I don't know if everyone's just getting ready for Heaven's Ward. That's not why we started playing it.
No,
we just started playing it because
No, you guys were landing at my house. Well,
Yeah.
I live with Abel, so he's my
Yeah.
roommate. You guys were in the living room playing it, and I was just like, God, this is stupid. I'm never going to pick it up. And I downloaded it, and there I am.
Well, I really enjoy MMOs when I have a dedicated group of friends to play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
As it stands, nobody's played with each other.
are you fucking serious?
I played with Anthony once for like
because-
20 minutes.
I don't know why we can. We're
I'm
all
kinda
at
doing
those
my own
levels
thing
where we
right now.
can.
I was like at a certain level. Was when you
Well,
can start playing with
somebody,
everybody,
because
right?
like I played I had a free month membership when I bought my motherboard. It came with it.
Oh, okay.
So then I played like a grand total, I guess, like 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
It's not as
Yeah.
inviting as World of Warcraft.
Yeah, like World of Warcraft was like,
really holds your hand.
yeah, World of Warcraft's like, do this, do that,
Yeah.
hey, make a knife. Ooh.
It's really hard to get lost in WoW. It's really easy to get lost in Final Fantasy.
See, that's what turned me off of Final Fantasy 14 the first time I played, because I was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing or where I'm going. And
those beginning quests.
were just
God.
so
Bro, running around
Go
that
talk
city.
to this person now. Talk to this
Okay,
person
yeah,
now.
I
Talk
got
to this
XP for
person.
talking to people.
Well,
We're getting
okay.
XP for talking right now.
So if I re-up mine, will we actually play together?
Probably
You
not.
have to get up to level 10 or so.
What the fuck?
Level 10? That takes like an hour.
Motherfucker.
No, not with the cutscenes and delivering
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
like
I
2
remember,
hours.
okay, the 20 minutes of the game I played, I think 15 of it was cutscenes.
Yeah, level 10 is not hard to get to, though.
Alright,
Once you get to 10,
Sky's the limit.
I don't know.
I'll think about it.
it's something like that.
We should do like a different podcast where you guys talk about it and I just listen.
Yeah. So
I've been playing Mortal Kombat X.
Oh yeah, Mortal
talk
Kombat. Mortal Kombat. He's still playing Mortal Kombat.
Okay, yeah, I've been playing a little bit
Jason
of that.
Voorhees, what,
Finished
just
it.
came out?
Yes, he did.
Is he cool?
He's cool.
We'll talk about that later.
I was
She's still the
like
best.
shocked.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm still in shock and awe about that. So yeah, more on that later.
So,
anyways,
what kind of news has been happening? So they released the photos for Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad with it came.
Look, Wait,
Quinn.
what? Yeah, Harley Quinn.
Oh, I thought it
Right.
was just a dirty prostitute.
No, it's Harley Quinn.
She's still hot.
She's hot. Some people don't like her. That's fine. The co-creator of the guy who made Harley Quinn said she looks fine. So that's
Yeah.
he's the man.
I think
like,
maybe he's paid to say that, because imagine if he comes out and says, "Yeah, I don't like the design." That
Yeah,
could
she
probably
looks
turn
like
off a lot of
shit.
people. Like, well, if the original creator says that she looks ugly, then I'm not going to go watch her.
Yeah.
I'll just cover my eyes every time she's on the screen.
Well, you never
If
know.
anything,
Like,
she's the worst. Or she's like not the worst in that. Like I don't know. I didn't really like
the
the
other
way Killer
characters look
Croc.
super boring.
Killer Croc looked like
I think
didn't
so.
look that good.
Yeah,
and
somebody
same with
else
the
said Killer Croc
Enchantress.
looks ridiculous.
She looked horrible.
I thought the lamest looking one was the Captain Boomerang or whatever. But then again, I think he's a lame villain. Like, he throws boomerangs. I can throw boomerangs.
So he's
That-
Link.
I throw boomerangs too. Do I
You know,
qualify as a villain
boomerangs
in
are
the
actually-
DC universe?
boomerangs are actually really dangerous.
Yeah.
They actually really are.
They're a hunting
Especially
tool
when-
for
so
killing
I can-
animals.
I can totally be a
Boomerang
DC
gets
Comics villain then.
Yeah, but like all they're gonna do is just like pimp out his boomerangs like they did to Hawkeye to make it not really so obvious
Lame.
that hey, I'm a guy with a bow and arrow when this guy turns into a living tank. What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. They mentioned that in Avengers.
Yeah, in the
but we'll
Avengers
talk about
too,
that
it's-
later.
What's great?
Let's see what else we got. Alec, you had mentioned that the director for Rogue One stepped down.
Yes, he did.
What's Rogue One?
Rogue One was the standalone Star Wars movie that was due to come out, I think, the year after.
Yeah, it's 7, 8, and 9 are coming. Well, they're not calling them that anymore. But what would be 7, 8, 9 is going to come out every 2 years with the standalone movies in between.
Yeah, and so the first standalone movie was called Rogue One, and it was the director of Chronicle. That's who they billed it. And I guess he'd been working with them on the movie for over a year, and just this Saturday he pulled out. He said that he was...
Of his wife.
he was quoted
And the script
saying that
simultaneously.
after a long, hard decision, he decided to... God damn it, Mark.
Mark, we're trying to talk about something serious here.
Long,
He
hard
decided-
pulled
talking about
out.
him.
He
Pulling
decided he wanted to work on original ideas. That was his reason. He wanted to pursue original creative control ideas.
Well, it's original as far as Star Wars goes, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, a director.
Could have played around with it. I mean,
it's still a license, though.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
like, what were you saying earlier? They said it was about the people that went after the schematics for the Death Star.
Yeah,
right? They referenced it in the original.
Every Star Wars
trilogy.
nerd remembers a scene where they're doing the briefing to destroy the Death Star, and there's that moment where she's like, "A lot of people died for this information."
Yeah.
It's the story behind those people. So, spoiler alert: we know people are dying.
Yeah.
So we know how the mission ends.
Someone's
Spoiler
gonna
alert,
die.
we know they're going to get the plans too, so...
Well, shit. How else
okay.
did they blow up the Death Star in the original movie?
I'm just saying.
The Force. The Force.
Faith
Oh, yeah,
in
the
the Force. They believed in the Force.
It was Alex Guinness' voice telling Luke what to do the entire time.
Sure.
Luke, use the Force, dude.
So,
It's John Lennon. Luke, use the Force, Luke.
Okay. So
Speaking of-
Alec is bummed out that he pulled out.
yeah.
Back to
We'll
maturity,
see.
guys.
We'll see what that spells for Rogue One. We'll see if
Alright.
that still comes
Well,
out.
he was billed, like, I think, if I read correctly, he was also billed to do the other movie. He was billed to do 2 or 3 movies.
Was he?
I think
see.
so. I think so. That's why it's setting it back so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 2 big movies did come out, and we're going to talk about them in just a second. Stay with us.
A word from our sponsors.
All right, and we're back.
We're
We
back.
are joined by Miggy and
Whoa.
Alex, and we are going to talk about movies that we saw. So,
Awesome.
the summer blockbuster, whatever you want to call it, has officially begun.
Yes, sir.
And it's already over.
Oh, what? No.
It's because the movie we were all waiting for already came out. And
But Ant-Man. Like,
So-
come on. That's not out yet.
Are you serious?
No.
Are you fucking I will flip this goddamn shit
No,
over
of course.
right
I'm
now.
Jurassic
my
Park. That's the
Oh
real
my god, get
blockbuster.
the hell out of my house right now. Oh god, it's over.
it's got dinosaurs, though. The mega
Yeah.
dinosaur that's killing all the dinosaurs for sport. And then it's going to tell them what to do.
Mad Max.
He's
coming out.
probably-
That's the only other.
Yeah, Mad Max
That's the
does
only
look
other
really
movie I
good.
think I care about.
Was he so angry, though? That's my
He's
question.
mad because his family died or whatever.
Yeah, but it's the
Everyone's family died.
apocalypse.
It's a
Everybody's
wasteland.
mad in the
Well,
apocalypse.
it made him mad. So the two movies we all three saw were Furious 7 and
Yes.
Avengers. Those are probably arguably going to be the two biggest movies of the summer. I doubt anything is going to beat those.
Yeah, they're kind of neck and neck as far as sales go for their respective opening weekend. Like,
well,
Avengers 2
opening weekend, Avengers 2.
Avengers 2 won opening weekend, but as far as
in
what
the
they'll
long run
make worldwide,
well, the Avengers had already launched in UK and Europe first, right?
Yeah, but when opening weekend, they just go off American sales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Furious 7 really jumped up when it came out in
Yeah.
China, because apparently the movie's, like, huge over there.
Is
the Fast and the Furious movies are. Where maybe a Marvel movie, not so much. In certain territories, which is weird.
Well, they
but-
put that Chinese girl in the movie, so...
Oh, okay.
To, like,
so then
connect it.
it's on its way to make $1 billion.
Hey, that's all it took for Transformers 4 was
Oh,
throw
God.
some Chinese scenes in there, and then it was...
That's true.
What was it, like some takeout?
So, Furious 7, what did you guys think of it?
I liked
was
it
good.
a lot. I'm on the outside looking in kind of this one because I'm not a huge Fast and the Furious fan.
You're not a fan at all. You haven't seen any of them.
Okay, I was a fan of the 7th. I was like, this is a good movie. I'm like, hey, didn't Han die?
Yeah.
He's like,
But this is-
number 7, this is a good jumping in part.
I know, he just as like when I saw the first Harry Potter movie and then like what the 9th one came out and I hadn't seen any of the other ones and I was like, I should go watch this movie right now and just like do a review on it. And I'm like, it was garbage. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I can attest that. You should watching the other movies won't give you much. 9th one was garbage.
So I had kind of gone back and I've been watching some of the other Furious movies and I do not think number 7 stacks up as well as other people think it does.
They were not as
No.
fast and or furious.
They were only furious in this one. They were not fast. at
That's
all.
right.
They
He
were.
did say in the movie, it's not about being fast.
But about being furious.
It's about being furious.
This
You didn't
one-
put any empathy on that.
Everyone says, "Oh, you have to like Fast and Furious because it's just a big dumb action movie," and it's like that's true. But I
Yeah.
feel like for number 7 they went a little over the top.
See, that was my
feel-
opinion with the series. Up to 7, like I had completely dismissed those movies because I felt like it was just about fast cars and all that crap. Like that wasn't for me at the time.
Well, and that is what they are about. But number 7 was just a little.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
about revenge and kicking the rock into the
I feel like
dirt.
they're slowly, like, they hit a good sweet spot with, like, 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And they're, like, slowly starting to go full retard now.
Well,
Like,
they
like
are,
if they
like, The
continue
Rock.
this train of, like, where they're going, like...
Are we going spoilers? So
Oh,
we
yeah,
are.
spoiler
Throw a
alert.
spoiler disclaimer in it.
Spoilers for this whole section.
Spoiler alert: Paul Walker's
I'll
dead.
put it on the video. So
Wow.
Paul Walker's in a ton of it.
Okay, he's not going to be in the next one.
No, he won't.
That was his last ride.
The things that kind of got me a little, like The Rock breaking his cast off, I thought was a little much.
Yeah.
The fact that when him and Jason Statham were going to fight, and it's all... I was like, okay, like, calm it down. You're just going to beat the shit out of each other with tire irons. We don't need, like, this epic orchestra of music.
Okay, if it was like a John Woo movie, though, then you would have seen some doves come out of nowhere. Imagine if they were fighting inside the office building and then just doves fly out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
But I definitely don't think it was better than number 5. I don't even think it was better than number 6. And I'm wondering if I think it was better than number 4. But it's definitely... It's pretty high up there. but
Yes, so...
It was a fine movie.
It was good
a fine
enough to
movie.
make me want to watch the other movies. I still have yet to
Yeah.
watch.
Oh, and they already announced number 8.
And I mean, it was
Okay.
enjoyable. Like, it was a good movie. Like,
Yeah,
I
I had
didn't hate the
fun.
fact that I went to go see it.
It was just after the movie, then you're like, so that was a little silly.
I was like,
But-
yeah, it was a little. Speaking of action, I don't know. I got nothing. Avengers also came out.
Yes,
It did.
So me and you went and watched it together,
Yes, sir.
so we were able to get our fresh thoughts right out of the movie theater. You saw it opening night.
I did.
I think we waited till it was like a Saturday or Sunday.
yeah, it was on Saturday.
We went and watched it. It was good. I thought it was a little bit too much like the first one. If you follow the timeline of what happened in the first one compared to the second one,
Yeah.
there's a very basic timeline, but it starts with action. They both started with action.
Yeah. No, the first one didn't start with that.
Yeah,
The
the
first one
first
did
one's
start with action.
kinda
This is
slow,
when
right?
Loki got his staff.
Well, it was kind of slow. There was a lot more
Just
dialogue.
the Avengers weren't there, but it still had some action. Action set happened because once the helicopter flies away at the end of the first one, it's kind of like the action's kind of. I don't know. I felt like it was.
Okay, yeah, I get what
It's
you're
kind of
saying.
a
Like, they had that
sequence, you know?
whole big, like, thing with everything falling apart with that.
In the first
Yeah.
one,
Yeah, in the first one. Like,
Yeah.
that whole base.
Right,
Yeah,
the whole base got leveled and stuff.
Yeah, what I mean, it was fast to start with the action, but that was kind of a build up towards it. Like they were talking about the Tesseract, and then all of a sudden Loki comes down.
In number 7 or number 2. Okay, I'm back in Fast and Furious.
The Fast and the Ultron
with Avengers 2. It literally starts with them like in the snow fighting people.
I like and disliked that. Like, I like the fact that it got straight to the action. Like, that's what I came to see, the Avengers being the Avengers and avenging whatever, you know.
Right.
And still, I would have liked a little more lead up to it, you know, like they have a briefing or like, so this is so and so, we're gonna go chase him down to the base.
I guess they did in that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
Oh, see,
like
I don't follow it.
Something happened where they were like, guys, we just found the location of the staff or whatever, and I guess like the last line was like, call the Avengers, and then the Avengers 2 starts.
Wink.
I know, I don't watch that shit.
I mean, I didn't really mind it starting like straight in the action. Like, we didn't need another like 10 minutes of them like assembling. Like, we had a whole movie for that. So,
but then
like seeing them act as a team.
Then
was
they
nice.
have to fight the Hulk again. That happened in the first one. Now it happened again in the second one. And then I'm sorry, like the Chitauri or whatever. They're kind of the same as the robots at the end of the movie that they were fighting. There's not these
they were all
huge
made
difference.
They were all made out of paper mache, and
it was good. I think the first one had a little bit more magic to it. Again, that's not the movie's fault.
Yeah, because that's the first time you've seen them all.
Because it's the first time you see them like assembled. Like you see like Loki and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you see Iron Man, and you're like, holy crap, these two people are in the same movie.
Yeah. So that initial wonder is gone, so they figure out that that's gone, so they got to kind of roll with it. I think now, thinking about that now, that's kind of why they started the movie like that. You're like, you already know who's in the movie, let's just get going.
I think it made up for, like, it didn't have the magic of, like, oh, look at, they're all together for the first time, but it was cool to see them, like those scenes where, like, at the after party and stuff like that, where they're, like, just kind of, like, together, like, it was cool seeing them as, like, more, like, you know, buddies and, like, you know.
I think that's, like,
those
well
were kind of
established.
minimal, though, because then it was real quick to them just beat the shit out of
that's
each other again. Like, it was so funny. Like, that party
kicked.
scene is super funny.
I think that's, like, one of Joss Whedon's best scenes in the movie that he's
that's
written.
really funny. Just to close us out, I would say that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were probably the coolest things in that movie, though.
Yeah.
They were
Ultron
really
himself.
freaking. And Ultron, oh my god,
Ultron is,
was
like, my
amazing.
favorite villain right now.
My only problem with Ultron, though, is, like, there was no, like, big final fight with Ultron. Like, they never had an all-out...
Ultron himself isn't this big threatening
but,
being.
like...
I think the more threatening part is the fact that he is everywhere.
Yeah,
but he,
so
like,
they
made
were
himself the vibranium body, and, like...
But
he was all
never got
souped
to.
up, and like they never had like a final like.
That's true.
They just fought all the paper mache Ultrons, and they never had like a cool fight with the real one.
They didn't with Loki either, though. In the first one,
but Loki isn't on the same level as Ultron. Like Loki had to get an army because like Loki himself, like he's just a Thor villain. Like Thor beat Loki, but like Ultron's supposed to be that guy that like can fight the whole team by himself.
Yeah, I mean the entire movie, every time he popped up, he was fighting Iron Man.
Yeah, well, but I think another thing is like he like when he fought Captain America on the top of the truck, like it shouldn't have took him that long. Like anytime he was fighting a single Avenger, like I don't know, he should have won or like.
Should have messed him up even more.
Exactly.
But regardless, we can all agree it's pretty good.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Only movie I was looking forward to the last few years, and it delivered.
Right. Oh, and the Vision was awesome.
Yeah, Vision he was cool. Was awesome. I just don't get the cape. Like he just like looked at Thor. That's a cool cape. I'm gonna take that.
Made a cape. Yeah.
Why didn't he take a hammer? If he looked at Captain America first, would he have a shield? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a little bit of a superhero movie fatigue.
I think the real question is, if you put the hammer in an elevator, is the hammer worthy? Or is the elevator worthy?
The elevator worthy. That's true.
I think the hammer is worthy of the elevator.
So, so that's it for Avengers talk.
Avengers,
good movie. Good movie.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat because it's a game and people like to play it.
Yeah,
so we will be right back and we will talk about Mortal Kombat. All right, and we are back.
What?
Now we're joined by Mickey D again.
You.
Because he just does everything.
Everybody needs the D.
Everybody needs the D. And we got Alec over there. And
just Alec over there.
He's just Alec. Shut him down.
I'm more or less just here for hosting purposes because you guys want to talk about something.
Who's the hostess? What's the mostest?
Mortal Kombat. Alec is the one that said, Mark. He calls me at like 2 in the morning.
Holy shit.
He's like, Mark.
You're not going to pull a James Chavez.
Oh my god, you knew what I was doing instantly! I was like, I wonder if anybody will get this.
You're pulling a James Chavez.
I was totally pulling a James Chavez.
I love it too because like I looked over at Sherelle and she was just...
I don't get it.
So basically, this is what he always did. The story was going to be like, Alec called me at 2 in the morning and I'm like, hello? And he's like, Mark, today on the podcast we have to talk about Mortal Kombat X. And I was like, what? And he's like, just promise me when we podcast today we'll talk about Mortal Kombat. I'm like, fine, whatever.
And you've kept your promise, and therefore
I'm keeping my promise.
You can go back to sleep.
Mortal Kombat. What about it?
Surprisingly fun and very well put together.
I think it's the best Mortal Kombat to date.
It is a fun game. I
don't know. I still think Mortal Kombat, the Ultimate one, like way back for the PlayStation, is still the best. But
Mortal Kombat Ultimate?
Yeah.
Was it 3 or?
I think it was, I don't know, a while since a long time. I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think that one's still the best just because, I don't know. But anyways, because it's simplicity. But this game is phenomenal. It's
got
fun.
so much
It's fun to
content.
I was at first when I heard that they were going to have the different styles for characters, I thought it was a gimmick. To be honest, like I was like, what? Like they're you can't be Sub-Zero and do ice clones and all in the same. I was like, that's dumb. But then
you should have seen me choosing my character the first time. I'm like, what is all this?
Yeah, but
I just
then
want to fight somebody.
yeah, but then.
Well, that's kind of like what Street Fighter does with their approach. I mean, it doesn't change up the fighting styles, but it changes up your approach.
It's just your finishers
and
ultimate shit like that.
But that's what I like about this is that it changes the entire mechanic of the character. So you could play, like for example,
you could have a strategy prepared against like Sub-Zero because
yeah.
But that's the thing, like
so. And if you're fighting against like Sub-Zero online, it's like one of 3 Sub-Zeros.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
in this one, he doesn't have the ice clone ability. And
Yeah.
in this form, he doesn't have the freaking hammer ability. But he always obviously has the
But you wouldn't know
freezing.
right away, right? Or does it show you like on the screen?
Does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
show you. Yeah, you kind of have to play it by ear. Like, okay, that's all that.
But like, yeah, because to me, it solves a big issue of everybody has had like, oh, it's my favorite character. I'm gonna play my favorite character. You play it 2 or 3 times, you're like, fuck. Suddenly, the huge 20 character roster is like.
It's a lot bigger.
Not enough
what
characters,
it
but now
looks like.
Yeah, but now
There's
it's
not enough
like
characters,
it's
but
like, oh, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the ice clone Sub-Zero couple
Yeah.
games. All right, no, I'm gonna play the ice weapon version of Sub-Zero for a couple
The
games.
Ice Grandmaster or something like that.
Yeah, but what's BS though is was it Kenshi?
I love Kenny.
His Demon Blade form is broken.
Yeah, it is.
Because he has a move where it's like an instantaneous slash,
Yeah.
and you can't block it.
Yeah.
And so it's like no matter like the age old like, oh, I'm gonna keep you in a corner. I'm gonna keep you in a corner. No,
Yeah.
Seriously, they can do that. They can Dulcim you.
He's kind of a bullshit character because
really
you, if you play him right, you never have to actually be right up close against your opponent.
You
and even when someone comes right up against you, you can just push him away with the TK push.
Yeah, it's so.
Like, I love that character. I love his fighting style, but that alone I recognize as being a bullshit move.
Yeah, he's like, but all in all, the story.
Oh, great story.
It was good.
Wait,
I mean,
it's got a good story.
It's actually got a good story. Surprisingly,
they rebooted the universe in Mortal Kombat 9, or the last one.
Yeah,
and then this one is a continuation off of it.
But I do enjoy the newer characters. Like I like how they're having like the children show up.
Yeah,
I liked that.
Did you know that they alluded to Kung Jin being a homosexual?
Who?
Kung Jin, Kung Lao's cousin or whatever.
Yeah,
the guy
no. You
staff.
mean really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess you remember the scene where they were at the temple not the Ling Kuei temple.
No,
Raiden's temple.
Yeah, it was Raiden's temple.
Yeah.
Well,
it was kind of like a quick little throwaway. He says, "I don't think that the order will accept me because of some of my choices or whatever." And then Raiden kind of looks at him, puts his hand on his shoulder, and says, "All is whatever.
Oh,
all are accepted or whatever." I kind of didn't think too much on it, but then I saw
it could mean that. Though.
I saw a post on Facebook that was just like, "Did you know that this Mortal Kombat X character was gay?" I was like, "Oh, Melina, because she eats faces." Somebody did that. Like, no, she's literally eating the face, not eating face like you'd see in a romance movie.
But
like,
yeah,
what do you want?
Talk about them fatalities, though.
Holy crap.
Man, they're brutal. The bone breakers are brutal, too.
The X-ray attacks?
I think my favorite fatality, though, has to be the Quan Chi one.
Which
How's
one?
it go?
The Quan Chi one where
Paint us a picture.
What?
Paint us a picture.
Well, it's the Quan Chi one where he,
eyes.
like, summons a spear or something. I can't remember exactly. And then he does the mind control thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they zombie and just walk into it slowly, and it shows it go into their face, and they just hang on it.
Yeah, it's
Like, I like
bizarre.
it. I like it for the aesthetic, and I like it because whenever Quan Chi like zombies somebody, they go.
So I've heard people say that this game actually did go a little too violent. Do you guys feel like that at all?
It's a Mortal Kombat game.
Well, no, I know, and that's the easy argument. Oh, it's Mortal Kombat, you know what I mean?
This is the game.
I know that's Mortal Kombat is the game that invented the ESRB and all that stuff, but it's like, you know, there's. I don't remember what Ed Boon said. Somebody asked him once, and he had said, you know, there are certain lines we will not cross, but that line's very far away. Like there's not much we won't do, but then a lot of people are saying no. Some of these do cross the line. They are a little too much.
Just because they're difficult to watch.
No,
I think some of them are difficult to watch, like Ermac's special, where he actually like lifts them in the air. He's like freaking twists their heads and their whole body and rips out their insides.
That one's great.
That one was hard to watch,
but it's awesome.
It's awesome nonetheless.
The thing with me is the fatalities to me aren't hard to watch because they're so cartoony.
Yeah.
It's the bone breakers to me that are more when it Ermac like picks somebody up and then throws them and you see their neck,
their spines crack.
You see their neck just snap, and I'm like, that would actually happen if that person like jumped off a building and landed in that position. And so then I'm like, ugh.
You know, I actually have a huge critique with the X-ray moves. I honestly don't like them at all.
What?
Because granted, it's called Mortal Kombat. It's about fighting people to the death, but if you have a bone breaker maneuver and someone's getting their neck broken, that would kill you instantly.
Yeah. Whoa,
that's one thing I noticed.
So it's like yeah, it's cool, but honestly, like it's like
on Injustice when it's like Harley Quinn and the Joker who are normal people, and they're getting thrown through 7 buildings and then landing.
Okay, well that was explained in the story where they're able to sustain damage like that because they took the pill or whatever.
No, but I'm pretty.
Mortal Kombat, we're talking Mortal Kombat here.
it's still Ed Boon. It's still.
Well, okay. For example, when Sub-Zero like grabs your liver and freezes it, and then it freezes it into a spear and hits you in the face.
Yeah,
that would kill anybody, even like a god, probably.
I see what you're saying. I agree. But I wish they would have went a step further with that, like with the X-rays. Like, going along with that, I wish, like, for example, that Sub-Zero movie you talked about, where he pulls out their liver and freezes it into a spear. That would have been cool. It's like, aesthetically, you see their face all messed up. Or they, like, move slower because they can't see very well.
I feel like I'm actually wondering, like, why we're not there yet.
See, one game did do that. It was called, I forgot. It was from the creators, Tao Feng, Fist of the Lotus. It was for the Xbox.
That sounds made up. Google it.
Tao Feng, Fist of the Lotus. Yeah, you can actually break limbs and stuff like that. Like,
they would
break
remain
someone's
broken.
arms. You couldn't punch as hard, and they would be broken the entire match. Even their clothes were all torn up and crap.
Now, it's rough because if somebody ends up getting a cheap shot on you right at the beginning, you just have an advantage for the rest.
Like a real fight, though, dude.
I mean, that's true. I don't even technically mean like. I mean more just like aesthetically. You know what I mean? Like where he's talking about.
I don't know. Honestly, it bothers me when I see somebody who has like their spine broken and they're still able to walk.
See, but I
know it's picking, it's nitpicking, but like
there are games that have done that too. Another game called, I think it was Bushido Blade.
Yeah.
You played that one?
Yeah.
Where you're like samurai warriors and you have your weapons. If you actually get tagged with a sword or whatever, you can actually get dismembered and run around. Or if you get your legs taken out, then you're stuck in a crouching position the entire match. So that was great. I wish more fighting games would.
But like, so I'm just saying, like, I figured it's cool, but if they're gonna go partially that route, then they should really do some kind of a system where if you first of all, I think they should make X-rays a lot more difficult to connect, and then but if they hit, then the actual damage does have some permanent effect, but not make them so obviously fatal. Where it's like
a bleeding effect would be great.
Yeah, or like say if for example, let's say Sub-Zero pulls out your liver and then like stabs you with it.
You can no longer drink alcohol effectively.
No, like then your character's gonna bleed out slowly, or
No,
say like,
hey, they did do that in Deadly Alliance.
I'm talking about fucking this one, all right?
I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing here.
Or say like, say one character's X-ray, he breaks both your shoulders, and now you're restricted to only kicks. I think that would be awesome, and you could have the ability to turn it off. So somebody's like, I don't like that. You don't like that? Okay, then just go to settings, click it off, because they have a game
like playing like hardcore mode.
They have a game mode where they can add a bunch of really random ass effects.
Or whatever.
No,
Ed Boone and Another Realm, if you're listening.
Have you played that game mode? That's my favorite.
Which one?
The random one, where they have all those effects you can drop in.
Yeah, that one mixes it up so much.
Okay.
Well, you guys can talk about what you guys are talking about.
Well, basically they have this new game mode where it's basically a versus mode, but they have just a random, or you can unlock them.
Well, that's for like a custom match, though.
Yeah, but it's fun, like where you can either have it random or you can have purchase them individually.
What is it?
They're modifiers for the match. Yeah. So like it's anything random to as
like give a few examples.
Like sectors rockets that target you and shoot. Those will constantly rain down from the match, or like acid rain.
So you can give Mortal Kombat like Super Smash Brothers rules.
Kind of, actually, yeah, but it's fun because like you're just digging around.
Yeah,
it's fun. Like
it changes it up a lot. It forces you to change your strategy up.
Also,
let's say you're combo and juggle heavy on a person. If you have random things getting thrown at you, like you can get interrupted right in the middle of your combo, and somebody has an opportunity.
It's just a different way to play a game that's. Many would say is repetitive.
Yeah, no, and I agree because my buddy, me and Trevor,
that's always good.
Trevor and I were playing it, and we were getting kind of bored, so we're like, "Oh, let's try this new game mode." And we ended up replaying the same match probably 20 times just because it was so dumb. Because we had slow time and we had air juggler, so we're like on the moon, like.
So Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat X,
definitely like
best fighter of the next gen consoles so far.
Pretty good.
So far,
pretty good.
We'll see.
Pretty good.
If Battlefront has a fighting mode, we'll see.
All right, so now we're gonna play a little bit of a game. Uh-oh. So we're gonna play it right after the break. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Okay, and we are back. So, one of my favorite podcasts is, it's called Game Scoop, and they've been doing this thing called Video Game 20 Questions, and it seems like a lot of fun, and so we're going to try it. We're going to put our team to the test.
Okay, 20 questions. Is this just like trivia?
So let me explain the rules. So 20 questions. So basically, let's say the game is Mario 64. Basically, you get the opportunity to guess that game in 20 questions, but they have to be 20 yes or no questions.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. So basically, you're like, was the game made before the year 2000? Yes. Okay. Is it... We'll go really easy. Is it a Nintendo 64 game? Yes.
Okay.
Is it a shooter? No. Is it a platformer? Yes. Is it Mario 64? Yes. Okay?
So we each get 20 questions?
Yeah, you each have... I got you each a different game.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Tailored towards...
so I get a certain game 20 questions.
You get 20 questions for yours, and so on and so forth.
And so they're tailored to games that we would probably know.
I hope so.
Oh, God!
I've never played Rage.
This is our first time playing it, so I made it I think I made it way easy, but it's 20 questions, and you have nothing to start with, so it can be hard. So, Alex Larson, you're going first.
It's like if we don't get that first leash, then we're screwed. But if we get it early enough, then we can kind of get it, right?
All right.
Okay.
Let's
see if I can do this.
All right.
Let's go.
Start your questions, sir.
Dick butt.
Not your butt.
He's already out.
I got it. Is it on a PlayStation console?
Yes.
Is it on the PS2?
Hold on.
Okay.
I realized I should probably be keeping track of how many times you ask me a question. So you've asked me
2 questions.
1, and then is it on the PS2? No.
Is it on the PS3?
No.
Is it on the PS4?
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, you should really keep track of those, sir.
Okay, so you're in 4 questions.
Oh, 4 questions deep.
I could just. There's only like 16 PS4 games. I could just call them all out eventually. I get it.
You found a way to cheat.
Or it could be an indie. Well, I mean, I'm not going to give. I'm not going to give any hints. It could be anything.
Oh, I think that was a freebie.
That was not a hint. That was not a hint. I swear to God, it wasn't a hint.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there's more than 16 games on the PS4. I had to come in defense of the console.
Okay, so
Is it a shooter?
No.
Fucking up, Larson.
I know, right? I finally got Did it get released on a disc?
Yes.
That's a good question.
That's
You're welcome.
really good. That's a really good question. You just cut it in half.
let's just stop right there and marvel at that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Okay.
Well,
I hope you guys
easiest,
are taking notes.
it was the easiest way to ask. If it was like an indie or like a PlayStation. Like, okay. Did it? Okay, so it's not a shooter. Is it an action game?
Yes.
Well, that would help.
How many,
Did it come out this year?
What year are we in?
2015.
2015.
No, it did not.
It didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Does it have driving in it? Like cars?
No.
No? Okay.
What bothered
Wait. Does it have driving in it, or does it have
that's
cars?
two questions.
You got to ask
Okay.
one
You asked two
question.
questions.
Does it have driving?
No.
Okay.
You're such a sweetheart for not doing that 2 questions.
I'm such a nice guy. Billy, you got to be on your phone right now.
That hardly
Stop. I'm sorry.
He's not playing 20 questions.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought he was playing 20 questions.
He is.
how many questions do I have left?
Could he ask for
You have
life?
11 left. You guys can, help him if you want.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought,
Oh,
we're not,
you can if you want.
I thought we're not supposed to be involved.
Fuck it, there's no rules.
All right. Then. You
So-
should ask if it's Grand Theft Auto.
Well,
Yeah.
is there any driving in it?
What is Grand Theft Auto?
What is Grand Theft Auto?
What isn't it? Okay.
What else you got, buddy?
Okay, so it's on
Is it-
PS4.
You said it's an action game. Is it an RPG? Like, does it have...
Yes or no, sir?
It's a hard question because a lot of games have like RPG elements.
Yeah. Like Dragon Age.
Ugh. Then I'm gonna have to say yes.
No, I think I'm gonna play.
Okay,
I think I'll go
okay.
play Dragon Age when I get home.
Wait.
Thanks to you saying that.
I'm gonna help you out since you're the first one.
Okay.
Are you asking, does it have RPG elements?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay. Narrowing it there.
Well, I don't want to
Does
think
it
it's
take
like
place
Final
in modern
Fantasy.
times?
Yeah.
Define modern.
Right.
Mark Medina defines modern as.
Does the main character have superhuman abilities?
Yes, he does.
Is it Infamous Second Son?
Yes, it is.
How many questions was he in?
So he did it in 12 questions.
Nice.
I'd have just started naming off
Larson's
games.
a goddamn man.
He is the Reverend.
That's why they call him the Reverend.
Uses divine powers.
Fucking necromancer.
So now that he was the guinea pig, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hey, Mick can go next.
What?
I said Miggy can go next.
Oh, yeah,
Biggie D?
That was me.
Alrighty.
Biggie D, that is me.
Damn. You got a rhyme and everything for your name? I'm
Chicken,
just a
chicken.
fucking robot.
No, you're not.
You gotta come up with something. You gotta come up with a rhyme.
No more strings for me.
You said you didn't watch it.
It was in the trailer!
You didn't even quote it right. So shut the fuck up.
Oh, what is the quote? I can't remember.
That was
No
the
strings
best.
on me.
The best part of Disney buying
do it again.
Marvel,
Do it again.
just so
Do it
they
again.
could use that
Shut
song.
up. I want to hear this on what it sounds like on the recording.
There are no strings on me.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Actually, they did like the Pinocchio one, which is cool. But that's
Oh, yeah,
an
that's
entirely
the same.
different conversation.
You know what's crazy is, they're rebooting. They're making a
live-
rebooted live action Pinocchio, and Robert Downey Jr. is playing Geppetto.
Yeah.
I'm just
Anyways,
saying,
But wait,
that's
is that
kinda cool.
made by
Okay,
Disney?
so
though?
you got my
Or
game
is
ready?
it?
I think it is.
Is it? Okay.
Maybe it's not.
I'm hoping for that epic music, like boom, one man, Bong. One dream. Bong.
One puppet.
So,
When you wish upon a star.
All right.
And then it just shows Ultron's face.
All right, back to the task at hand.
Set to
I'm
go.
ready.
You may start asking when you are ready.
Okay, video game, right?
no, it's a board game.
I'm just
All
checking.
right. No.
It's a lifestyle.
It's sorry.
Okay, so is it on current gen console or past gen? Or is it on the
Whoa.
current gen
Whoa.
console?
No.
Okay, past gen, obviously.
What do you mean by passion?
Okay, so I guess I'll just start going down the list like Ocean did. Is it on? Is it on any Sony console?
No.
Is it on a Microsoft console?
No.
Okay. Is it on PC?
No.
Okay, so it's on Nintendo. How many questions am I deep?
4.
Is it Smash Bros?
No.
Just jumping right into
I thought your face.
Ouch. I was like, what?
Okay, is it a Mario game?
No.
Damn it. Oh, I didn't play any other Nintendo games. Okay. Is it a platformer?
No.
Is it a shooter?
Yes.
Shooter. Okay. So how many Wii U shooters were there? Oh, did it utilize the... No, never mind. I'm not going to ask that. Okay, so was the setting like... Oh. Like, you were moving your hand towards, I'm like, push? Push? Was it blocks? Okay. Was it released last year?
No.
This year?
No.
Damn it, how many questions?
You're 10 in.
Jesus Christ!
I felt like I need to remind you that you asked if it was on current gen,
Shut up.
and I
Mark.
said no.
That's too much pressure for you at this point in time. Me and Lorson got it in 12, and now I'm just like, how am I going to
Yeah, you're
beat that? Okay, so it was released for the Nintendo, right? Have we established that? It's not on the PC, it's not on the Sony console, and it's not on a...
I mean,
Why
Sega
why don't
did.
you just ask, was it on the Nintendo system?
Because I'm already 10 questions deep.
Well, you wasted one by asking, is it Smash Bros? That was way too
Well,
early.
even the big waste was when he was like, "Did it come out this year?"
Don't pacify me, I'm an idiot. Okay. So, 10 questions deep. It's a shooter, right? So, Nintendo Wii U shooter.
Again, I remind you, you asked, is it on current gen? And I said no.
Oh. Wii U
So-
is past gen, though.
Wii
No,
U's not past
Wii U's
gen. Wii U's
It's a
current
current
gen.
Yeah, it's the only Nintendo
What's
console.
the newest Nintendo console?
Wii U.
Then amazing.
Then that's the generation we're in.
Yeah, so it's a Wii game.
Or
I didn't say that.
It might be a Wii, it might be an N64. Okay.
or the GameCube. I mean, that was also a Nintendo console.
Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna give you some hints.
Okay, give me one
Maybe
hint.
you
One
should
hint.
try to narrow out the time frame.
Time frame? What should I ask? I feel like I'm shaking
Did
the...
it come out in the 2000s?
Okay, did it come out in the 2000s?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
What came out before?
Let me check and make sure.
It came out during the era of boy bands and teen pop stars.
Okay,
Whoa.
I was wrong.
Oh, so it
It
came out...
does come out in the 2000s.
Ah, so I get my question back.
That's no question. I answered it.
Yeah, you did answer it.
I'm answering it. Yes, it came out past the year 2000.
Okay, past the year 2000.
Or past January 1st. This is another hint. Past January 1st, the year 2000.
Is it a handheld system? Is it on a handheld system?
No.
Okay, so it's still on a console.
I might have made Miguel's way too hard.
It's hard for me.
You
Okay.
play Nintendo, that's the problem.
Okay,
He
so...
owns a Wii U, though.
But I don't play!
Sir, I have a gym membership, but I don't go to the gym.
Okay, I'm basically paying the Nintendo tax. Okay, is it Metroid?
No.
Damn it. Call of Duty?
No.
You're giving me a heart attack.
Right.
14 questions in.
Fucking shit.
I'm horrible at this game.
Apparently.
Okay, so 14 questions in. I got 6 left. So it's on a Nintendo console. It
Yes,
came out
sir.
After January of 2000, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it was a shooter.
And it was a shooter.
Crap! I just don't know that. I just don't know that many. There was like maybe 2 shooters that I know of. One was Red Steel. Was it Red Steel?
No, it's not
No.
a Wii. It's not a Wii.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm thinking Wii. Oh crap! There was games also released for the GameCube. They're not
Yeah.
there.
Did you narrow it down and figure out if it's a Wii or a GameCube?
Okay. I can't ask if it's yes or no.
But you
I
can be like,
feel
is
like
it-
if you took Alex's advice,
Okay.
you would get there
Okay. Is
at
it
the finish line.
okay? Is it a GameCube game?
No.
It's a Wii game.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
It's a Wii game.
Is it a
Yeah,
Wii
has to
game?
be.
No.
What? What else? What other?
GoldenEye. Is it GoldenEye?
No?
What other? What?
Wait, was the N64 still?
It's a shooter
Viable
game on the
on that?
N64. It's not GoldenEye. Is it Perfect Dark?
It's perfect! I told you, at the finish line.
So how many?
That was his 19th question.
Oh, wow! God.
Look at the bars right now.
The neighbors are probably going to complain about that.
Perfect dark.
I am so sorry.
Damn.
It was perfectly dark on my radar.
There it is. Just so you don't think I'm making it up.
I believe you. I did not question.
I was like, if he gets Nintendo 64, he's already said it's a shooter. What else is there besides GoldenEye and Perfect Dark? Miguel,
Medal of Honor.
I never doubted you for a second.
You did, but
All right, I'm pumped. I want to go.
You lost all faith in me at question 18.
You brought it back. Did you? Like, that was
I
half.
had to give you guys
That was
so
half
many,
court right
I
there
had
on
to
the
give you
buzzer.
guys so many hints. So it has to be a Wii game. Okay. I didn't say that. All right, Alec, you are by now 100% clear on what questions
Yeah,
to
I
ask.
have a pretty good. Okay. Question number 1: is it on a current gen console?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a very big handicap.
Ask if it's GoldenEye.
Is it an
Oh
indie
my
game?
God. Okay.
No.
All right. Is it on the PS4?
Yes.
Is it an RPG?
No.
Does it have RPG elements?
No.
Is it a sport game?
No.
Well, I had to make sure. Like, I don't know if you're going to throw me a curveball or something.
Like a sports game? We don't talk about sports games.
Was it part of the launch title? Titles? No. Okay, so it's a little bit more current. Is it a
Or is
shooter?
it?
Is it? Is it yet to be released?
Did you want to include that shooter question or no?
Shit. Yeah, is it a shooter?
Define shooter.
It's not Destiny. Is
Be
it?
more specific.
Is it Destiny?
You just used one of your questions,
No.
and it's a no.
Oh, damn it. Shit.
I'll give you this. If you be more specific when you ask stuff like that.
Is it a first-person shooter?
No.
Oh.
Fuck. Those rack up quick.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they kind of do.
You're at 9.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment to remember what I asked. Okay, so I know it's on the PS4.
It's on the PS4.
It is not part of the
RPG.
launch titles.
Not a launch title.
RPG.
It is not an RPG. It
Not
does
an
not have
RPG.
RPG elements.
Does not.
It is not a shooter.
I didn't say that. You asked, is it a first-person shooter?
He said define
And
shooter.
I said no.
Is it a third-person shooter?
Yes.
Is
Third-person
it
shooter.
cross-platform?
Define
Is it on other systems, or should I say?
Consoles? It could be console.
Is it on
mobile.
PC and Xbox, or
Okay, ask me a question.
is this game also on for the computer?
No.
Okay, so it's not that game.
Which game are you thinking?
I was thinking it's Warframe. 'Cause it's a third-person shooter that
It's
has
already out.
what?
Warframe's already out. PS4.
I didn't ask.
This game's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, those rack up so quick.
Yep, you're on 11.
Okay. It's a third-person shooter. No RPG elements, but it's not Destiny. That's weird.
I said it wasn't a first-person shooter.
He said it's a third-person shooter.
Third-person shooter.
Established as a third-person shooter.
Fuck it. What games have come out for?
But I did give a hint that it's not necessarily only on PS4. I give way more hints than they do on GameScoop. I'm a nice guy.
Well, I don't own a PS4. Like, this is bullshit.
Oh, poor Alan.
You don't have to have owned it. To have played it, you know?
Is it a to own it or to have played it or to own it? Well, no, I
have no idea.
Okay. It's not cross-platformed.
Define cross-platform.
Is it also on a Sony portable system?
No.
God damn it!
This is really hard, huh?
It's weird because I'm out of my element. I don't pay attention to these games. Like,
This was picked for you.
bullshit.
It was.
Oh my god. Third-person shooter.
Is it Daikatana?
No, we don't speak of that here.
Damn right we don't.
Third-person shooter, no RPG or RPG elements, not necessarily cross-platform.
You only had 12. You still got 8 questions.
I know, but
Just
like,
ask a bullshit question.
I'm
Like, is it out already?
thinking. I already asked that one. Did it come out last year? 2014.
No.
Look it up.
No, I know it didn't. Wait. Okay.
Ah.
Ugh, those are one of those tough ones. Okay. I'll be nice. Yes.
Ask, is it a remaster?
Is it a remaster?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit!
Aw.
The Last of Us.
It's The Last of
Yay!
Us.
That's all I needed.
15 questions.
What do you mean no RPG elements?
That game doesn't have RPG elements.
It did it.
Our definition of RPG.
Your
is what-
pistol doesn't get stronger.
Oh, our
Yeah, it does
definition.
because
of-
you can
You can
upgrade
upgrade.
it.
Yeah.
That's not RPG. Okay,
Okay,
if
let's
we're
make it
going on
the
with that, then Madden has RPG elements. Like, let's calm it down.
So okay, what is the actual
level 2 quarterback
Wait,
on
what
Madden
is
more of an
okay
RPG.
then? Okay, what is the actual definition of role playing game then?
I don't know, because when people talk about role-playing games, you think of Final Fantasy and stuff like that.
No.
But then a lot of people say, like, Zelda's a role-playing game.
That's
but
what
you don't
that's
really,
my-
You don't really level up in Zelda.
No, why is
But
RPG?
It is an RPG. Like, people say it's an RPG. I mean, you do get stronger, you do eventually get better swords and stuff, but you're not... that's what is really hard to, like,
Yeah,
define.
because my
I'm not
definition.
sure.
If you would have said it has RPG elements, I would have guessed that a long time ago. Because to me, an RPG.
In my opinion, it doesn't have RPG elements.
Well, to me, RPG elements is we have a centralized character that grows not just in levels but in development.
I don't remember him, like, getting much stronger by the end.
No, he didn't get it.
He emotionally changed though. That's
What
what I mean.
Alec is
No,
meaning
that's- I don't
is
know.
Alec is taking the literal definition of
Yeah.
role playing, whereas like you are immersed in the character,
Yeah, that's
you are
what I-
playing that role. Whereas like you were thinking of the like
I'm
actual
thinking of
RPGs
gameplay
as in,
style.
like,
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the literal. He's right. I was thinking of the literal definition where you're inside of a character. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
He's thinking of where
Then
you're like
Madden's an RPG.
No,
Like, I don't-
No, because you're controlling an entire team.
We're talking
But
about.
then every game would be an RPG.
Not every game,
Yeah.
because not every
Name
game.
a game that wouldn't be an RPG.
StarCraft.
Okay, maybe not StarCraft, but I mean like
You said
Grand
name a
Theft
game.
Auto.
Yeah, I consider that an RPG.
Huh.
I consider role playing.
again. He's thinking
That
like
seems
role
really
playing, like you were.
umbrella-like.
I
to-
feel like this is a
He's
subject
more
for another
talking about
topic.
like not gameplay elements. Like you're talking about mechanics, and he's talking about like story.
Our definition of RPG
I'm
is
talking more
different.
like
Yeah, you're talking about leveling up, inventories,
Yeah, yeah.
armor.
The thing is, I wasn't the odd man out, so I'm happy. So okay, we can stop arguing the.
that doesn't matter. You got it.
Bottom line, we all got our games.
Everyone got them.
Fun fact. So fun fact though. Speaking of this, on a previous podcast when Bloodborne was going to come out, I said I was going to buy a PS4. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
remember
almost
that.
bought a coworker's PS4, and then
That's right.
something fell through, and I had basically my
Oh, your cell phone broke or something.
my cell phone broke. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So I was gonna buy it, but then I realized, like, you know what? I found it on Amazon for $316, brand new, with Last of Us. So I'm
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
I'm probably just gonna buy that for my birthday.
Good choice.
There you go.
There you go.
And get Bloodborne.
In other news,
Yeah, get Bloodborne.
I'm the reigning champion.
That's
I'm
true.
just gonna-
right now.
Champion of
Yeah.
this dick.
So that is it for this episode of Filling in the Blanks. I think that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it
got.
was.
We're gonna
Next-
start. We're gonna start
no.
coming up.
All right,
with
I got a
games.
game for you, Mark.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna flip the tables. Next time, we're all gonna have a game, and you're gonna have to do 3 rounds.
Oh
of 20
my
questions.
God.
That's what we're
Goddamn.
gonna do. Because you have an extensive knowledge on games, sir.
Yeah.
Let's ask him about TV shows.
Ask me about comic books.
See, that would be
Like-
fun.
I'll ask you about D&D.
Oh, God. So that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. I put the last episode on SoundCloud. I don't know if that's something I'm going to be able to keep
I can't
doing.
find it on SoundCloud. I looked.
It's on there. Like people's like. I'll show you.
Yeah, put a
I'll
link
have
up
to
for
look.
this
Link
so I
up
can
for
find
it.
it.
Well, it's hard because SoundCloud. Apparently, I only have like 107 minutes left before I have to start paying. So I don't know if that's something I'm going to do. So, but either way, it's on YouTube. Just search for Blank Space Entertainment and look past all the Taylor Swift.
Well,
and there we
no.
are.
Fun fact: our podcast.
It's on the top now, right?
Yeah, it actually comes up as the first thing. If
If
you
you
put,
type Blank Space Entertainment,
it comes up. It's
We're
not,
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
we made it.
We're getting on top of
Fuck,
Taylor
Finally
Taylor
got
Swift.
top. All right.
Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. Just go on a date with me, please.
Wish
Also,
we could
if you
get on
guys have
top
any
of Taylor
questions,
Swift.
comment on this video. We'll we're not getting overloaded with comments, so we'll see it and we'll answer your questions.
Hey, good and bad comments. We'll read them.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
come back
true.
to them.
We should have a podcast where we read the worst comments and funny voices.
We're thinking about it. Well,
Coming soon. No.
we gotta do something
Yeah,
like
coming
that.
soon.
We talked
We
about
just
it.
need a
It's in
few
the
more
works.
bad comments. So.
Yeah.
Think of
Suck.
the worst thing.
If you hate
can
us,
think of to
let
say
us
to
know.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. I am the Internet's Mark Medina.
I am Alec the Machine Barnett.
And I'm Mickey D.
And I'm the Reverend Alex Larson.
And we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Amen.
Bye.